Hello students, in this video we are going to see the second experiment, candidate elimination algorithm, and this is your textbook algorithm. Let me give a brief introduction about the algorithm. This candidate elimination algorithm checks specific case and general case. Okay, G for general, S for specific. And for loop is started for all the training example. If your input is a positive or negative, so two cases are there. Positive means it performs specific cases. Negative means it performs general. Now I will show you one example. Based on the example you can easily understand the algorithm. Now you see this example from your textbook. Specific is initialized to 0, S0 you can see all are pi, and general 0 you see all are question mark. Now you see the first data, first input data is a positive data, 6 inputs are coming, 6 values are coming, that day you enjoy the sport, yes. Second day also it is a positive case, yes data. So this will perform specific case. So S1, specific 1 is first day data taken as it is. Second day data, this is second day data. You see the second day data, sunny, outlook equal to sunny, sunny matching, warm matching, but normal high is not matching, so question mark is given. Strong matching, warm matching, same matching, so S2 is written. So when you are writing S1 and S2, what about G1 and G2? Because it is a positive data, there is no correction, no update in G1 and G2. Now we will see the third input. See, this is the third input, here is the third input. Third input is the no data. So when you are giving a no data, there is no updation in specific case. So whatever value were there for S2, same thing is taken for S3. But because of this no data, now we will update on general case. Okay. See, third day, first data is rainy. Rainy means you are not enjoying the sport. For what value you could have enjoyed the sport specifically? Till S2, what we have seen already. If sunny means you enjoy the sport, right? Third day you are seeing, you are observing it is rainy, you are not enjoying. So for which value you may enjoy? Instead of rainy, if it is sunny, you can enjoy, right? So you are generalizing the first variable as sunny. Instead of rainy, if it is sunny, I can enjoy. So you can generalize sunny. Then second attribute, cold. If it is cold, temperature is cold, you cannot enjoy. So this is no data. Till S2, S3 what we have seen? Till S2 what we have seen? If it is warm, that day you have enjoyed the sport. Correct? So instead of cold, if you have warm, so the second general case is, instead of cold, if warm is the value, you can enjoy. So that is your generalized concept. Third is high. Already specific case is question mark, so you cannot do any generalization on third attribute. Fourth one is strong. You cannot do any generalization because strong you enjoyed the sport, here strong you are not enjoying the sport, so you cannot do any generalization. Next is warm. When it was warm you really enjoyed the sport, but today same warm but you are not enjoying the sport. So you cannot do any generalization. Same, you enjoyed the sport, change, you are not enjoying the sport. So for what value you could have enjoyed the sport? So instead of change, if your input is same, you can enjoy, right? So that is the generalized concept on G3. Now we will see the fourth input. You see the fourth day. Fourth day is a positive data, S data. So specific case will update. So the previous S3 and G3 is there, already we have calculated. Now S4 and G4 will do. So this is a positive case. We'll go for specific case. Sunny means yes, you are playing specifically. Sunny, sunny, warm, warm. This is already we have put question mark. Strong, yes, already we have seen strong is for similar for all the day. Cool, cool means you are enjoying, but till S3 case warm also you enjoyed, right? So you cannot specifically tell on this attribute whether cool should be there or warm should be there. So you are putting a question mark. Next one, change. Change you enjoyed, but till S3 same also you enjoyed. So on S4 can you put same or change? That you cannot decide. For both the cases you have enjoyed. So you cannot tell anything specifically on that. So the S4 result is this one. Okay, now simultaneously we are updating G4 also in the algorithm. You see this, from G3 you told generally sunny, warm or same. On these cases you have enjoyed, right? Okay, now specifically you see sunny, sunny, yes, you can enjoy. Whenever outlook is sunny you can enjoy. Warm you enjoyed. What about this same? For fourth day you see change. The last parameter is change. Change you have enjoyed, right? But till your third case you were assuming that even though it comes change, if it is same you can enjoy, right? S1 is same, S2 is same, S3 came change, so you did a generalization. If it is change you can enjoy, but fourth case again same change you are enjoying, so you cannot do any generalization on this attribute. So it has put question mark. Now we will see the program. I will take the program, I will show you the output. So now the program is executed in Jupyter Notebook. You see the training data. So this is the training data, this is heading, and we have 4 training data: sky, temperature, humidity, wind, water, forecast. The last one is target. So you know that leaving the last, remaining values are concepts. Now we will apply the CE algorithm, candidate elimination algorithm. So we are importing NumPy for numerical calculation, pandas for data frame. Now data is a variable. We are reading our input CSV file, training CSV file we are reading, and it is stored in this data. That data again we are converting to a data frame concept. Okay. So now in this data a data frame is here. Just by printing the data you can see all the data. Along with heading, the data frame will print your output. You can see this heading is here and it is automatically putting number, row number 0, 1, 2, 3, and this is our input. So from CSV file we have taken all the data into this variable data. Now we are going to divide the data into 2 things, concepts and target. Concepts means leaving the last row, remaining all things are concept. You see np.array, from data you see colon means all the values, from 0 leaving the last. So leaving the last column is target. All the remaining variables, remaining values are taken into this variable concepts. And next line you see same command, but it is not giving the range. From beginning to end is the concept, but target is only one column, correct? So all the values of last column is taken, that is stored in target. So this function is implementing your algorithm. Before that we will see next line, which line will be executed. This line will be executed. So these 2 variable will get a result from this function, S final and G final. Now we will go to the function, learn function. So you are sending the concepts and target separately to this function. Now we are using 2 variables, specific and general, to initialize. So what is the initial specific? That is the first row of your input, right? So from your concept value, the 0th index, first row, that is this row. So this row is copied, only this much, till same, Sunny to same, is copied to this variable. And we are printing that. Same time we are initializing the general H. What is general? Initially all are empty, right? So we are using two for loop. This is your outer for loop, inner for loop. Two for loops are there. So what can be the maximum value of general case? You see 6 things are there. So 6 into 6, 36 value we are initializing as empty. So this 6, this 6, and for I equal to 1 to 6. So this 6, and we are initializing a question mark there. We are printing the general H, you can see the value. So this is the value, 6 into 6 times. So this inner for loop, inner 6, first generalization, second generalization, like that 6 possible generalization you can do. So that is our initial step. Now our algorithm starts here. This is the for loop. So this enumerate, this is the index value. How many input we have? 4 input. So I equal to 0 to 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 values. H will take your first row, second row, third row, fourth row. So like that all the rows are taken. Now you know what is there in target and concept. What is the first target? Is it yes or no? So we have 4 data. I will show you again. So this is your yes case, again yes case, then no case and yes case. So your first target is yes. Okay. Now this is checking if yes. As we have seen in the algorithm, candidate elimination will check 2 cases, yes case and no case. So this 2 if condition will check both yes and no case. If it is yes, we are updating in specific. If it is no, we are updating in general. So in yes case, we are updating general also, specific as well as general. A for loop is initialized for I in range length of specific. So this will run 6 times. Specific, Now if h of x is not equal to specific of h of x. Where is h of x? H of x is from your for loop. So here is the for loop. It takes your first data, first row data. The entire row is there in this h of x. So h of x, x is 0, right? So this is your concepts. How many concepts you have? 4 concepts you have. All the concepts have 6 value. So first value, can you tell me the first value? Sunny. So first value it checks Sunny and this side also Sunny. What is the condition? Sunny is not equal to Sunny. But condition is false. Sunny is equal to Sunny. So, okay. So we don't do anything. We don't do any updation. If Sunny is not equal to Sunny, for example, Sunny is equal to Sunny, no updation. Same here also same. Normal is not equal to high. So this is replaced by question mark. So for first value and second value, it will not be updated for these cases. First one you leave, second one you leave, third one you can take. Third one is not matching, so it will put question mark. So at the same time it is updating your general also. Okay. Now we will see for no case. Now this column is no case. No case means the generalization will be updated. Again for loop will run 6 times. Okay. So this is inner for loop. Once this inner for loop over, this outer for loop will do for yes and no 1 time, then again second time, third time, fourth time. Like that this outer for loop will do for all the concept. Now you see, we will directly go to the third value, that is this value, Third day it is cloudy. So can you generalize this? When you can enjoy the sport? Cloudy means you are not enjoying. When you can enjoy? Instead of cloudy, you have seen first 2 days specifically, if it is sunny you can enjoy, right? So this sunny should be replaced by, sunny should be assigned to this value, cloudy. Instead of cloudy, you assign sunny. So that logic is here. See your h of x. What is your h of x? Cloudy, right? Not equal to sunny. So you are getting cloudy, it is not equal to sunny. So you are assigning what? That specific value. If sunny means you will enjoy, so that is assigned here. Okay. So you will come out of the for loop, it will go, it will go. When this condition will run, you can see. Now I will show you the input. In this case, already you have updated. You see, when forecast equal to change, that day you did not enjoy, correct? So what you generalized, instead of change, you will assign the same value to change. So if it is forecast equal to same, then you may enjoy, right? That is your generalization. But when you go for fourth day, the forecast is changed, still you enjoyed. So this generalization is goes. So that is executed in this line. So it takes all the value, it keep on updates, and we are printing the output. Now you see, this is just printing the statement step by step. This is inside your for loop. You see, this is the for loop. So inside the for loop, all the step by step explanations are printed by this print statement. What is your specific case and general case? So once for loop is over, we will come out of the for loop and this line will be executed. You see this index. Actually, we don't have so much general, right? So only whatever general case we have found, only that should be printed. Now you see again one more enumerate for loop. So this for loop I equal to index value val. This is doing what? You see, if any empty question mark like this, if any empty rows are there, that will be removed. So as I told, initially we have done 6 initialization, 6 rows initialized with question mark. So if any empty question marks are there, that will be removed. So this for loop, we are running this index for loop, we are removing empty one, we are returning the specific as well as general that is coming to this line. So this is assigned. So we are separately printing the S final and G final. You see the output, this is your input, entire input. First we are initializing the specific and general. So step 1, this is your first specific case. So that time general 1 is empty. This is your specific 2. So that time your general is empty. Third data is actually negative data. So whatever was S2, that is assigned to S3. In G3, so these 3 things were generalized, 1, 2 and 3. So these 3 were generalized. When fourth input comes, that is S case, so it is updated and simultaneously it is updating your general case. So the last is removed, this same is removed. It has put question mark. The final output is written. So specifically you can tell, whenever you see sunny, warm, strong, that day you can enjoy the game. How can you generalize? You can generalize, whenever outlook is sunny, you will enjoy the game. That is one generalization. The other generalization is, whenever temperature is warm, you will enjoy the game. So that is second generalization. So that's all this program. We'll see the program. We'll see the next program in the next video. Thank you.